Hey, what's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Welcome back to what has felt like a very long hiatus of Sports Frenzy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. That's right. It's good to be back. Good to be back, everyone. Good to be back. Between Christmas break and the weather for all the schools and everything, it has been a very long time in between Sports Frenzy segments. So welcome to the first episode of 2018. Believe it or not, yes, it's our first episode of 2018. Season 8, episode 14. Take it back a little bit. Had to think about that. Had to go back and figure things out because the last couple of weeks we've had sheets drawn up and ready to go, and then boom, bad weather and stuff has prevented school from happening. So, and then health-wise, I've been feeling down in the dumps myself with bad congestion issues. So still battling that off, but feeling good enough to do the show right now for you guys. Feeling a little better. Thanks to everyone who's been praying for me and thinking of me. I've working on recovering. But yes, we're here for another exciting episode of Sports Frenzy, continuing on in the 2018 season. So, got some stuff here to help the voice hold up good. Some good old orange juice. And some water over here to help the voice out a little bit. And some cold medicine. Help the sinuses. And went to the doctor and got some antibiotics. So hopefully get this mess taken care of and we'll be back to full force and back to myself. Feeling quite a bit better right at the moment. At least I can talk. That's always a plus in this situation. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody been? Everybody missed Sports Frenzy? I sure hope so, because I can't do this without you guys. Wanted to let a person know out there. I didn't forget about you. Asked me about, about 3 weeks ago now, when we actually first came back to school, but didn't have the show because of the poor weather. So one of my friends over at the Laura Haviland program asked me to give him a shout out. I didn't forget about you, Ian. Shout out to Ian and over there at the Laura Haviland program. Just asked me if I'd give him a shout out on the show, so there you go, buddy. There's your shout out on the show. Alright guys, we got a lot to get into, a lot going on in sports right now. NASCAR hasn't returned yet, but trying to cover a little bit of everything else going on for you guys. And I'm excited to announce, because I know a lot of you guys were missing out on this, I've been actually able to find you some local basketball games again, so this is cool. As long as I can find the scores for these. Sometimes it's harder to find the scores. So we got a nice mix-up this week of stuff for you guys. We're going to start off with some boys high school basketball. Got some girls high school basketball. Wanted to give a shout-out once again to Coach Boring, Coach Travis Boring, and the Lady Sand Creek Aggies basketball team for hooking me up with a shirt. Making me an honorary member of their team. I thank you guys so much for that. Wearing it for the first time for the show this week. So thanks once again, guys, for the shirt. And I much appreciate it. All right, as I was stating, it's Season 8, Episode 14. Why don't we go ahead and jump right into our picks. First game, guys. First game right out the bat. Boys varsity basketball. Games start at 7 p.m. unless otherwise marked. Wanted to let you guys know also, this is exclusive in video format this week. Just because of the way I've been feeling and everything. I'm not doing the whole Facebook Live this week. So we'll get back to recording the show live for Facebook. You'll get the upload of this on the Facebook page as well. So you guys aren't missing out. It's just not going out live on the Facebook Nation right now. Anyway, we're going to start off with some boys high school basketball. This first game we have right off the bat. It's rivalry game week, guys. And so with that being said, I also made this your first 3-point bonus game. And I'll try it. I might need your help with this one, Travis. I'm not sure if I'm up to par on this, but let's give it a shot, okay? It's your first 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody now. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. Keep the throat wet. There we go. Didn't hurt to do that, but I couldn't vocalize it as loud as I'd like to either. All right, let's jump right in, guys. One thing I did want to mention, I got the sheets ready like no later than Tuesday. Know there's been a few games. Most everybody has probably played at least one game since I made up the sheets. So the records here might be off by one game for all my really close followers. At least most of our local games. Few games on here won't affect it all, but a lot of our local teams and stuff have played at least one game since I put these out there. All right, let's start off with the rivalry game of the week. First 3-point bonus game. You have the 3 wins and 2 losses. Adrian. And they are traveling to 3 wins and 4 losses. Tecumseh Indians. Oh, it's a rivalry game. All right, let me hear a shout out from Paulson's room and my Adrian audience. Come on, guys, get loud for a little bit of Adrian for me. And I'm, excuse me, cracking up a little bit there. I'm going with Adrian this week, as being that the show comes live right here from Adrian, Michigan now. Got to keep my Adrian fans happy. Adrian for the win this week in the rivalry game. All right, next boys high school basketball game we have. You're on here. You made the sheets because trying to get some local games on here again for you guys. But they're not doing so good. But I love this school because they interact with our kids in our group and we do a lot of fun things together. So, but there's 0 wins and 8 losses, Blissfield. They're on the road this week, traveling to Dundee. Dundee has 3 wins and 4 losses. Oh, I know it's kind of a bummer, but I've got to go with Dundee. They have the better record, unfortunately. All right, moving right along. Continuing on with men's high school basketball. We have what could be a pretty good game right here. We have the 5 wins and 3 losses, the Onstead Wildcats. They're on the road this week They're playing over in Columbia Central. Columbia Central, who has 3 wins, 3 losses. 5-3. Columbia Central's 3-3. Whew. Onsted's been putting out some pretty good basketball teams. And I know they've got some good players on there. Columbia Central's got the home court advantage. All right, I'm going to make a safe pick here because, I am an honorary member of the football team. And I really don't know how many of the football players play for the basketball team. So it'd be kind of not nice of me to go against my guys that I support already and then I'm an honorary member with. So I'm going with Columbia Central for the win. Okay, I have one more boys high school basketball game, but this game is on Saturday. So this is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. I have the Hillsdale Hornets, who have 7 wins and 2 losses. Pretty good. They're traveling to Hudson, who has 5 wins and 0 losses. Hudson has my football sideline reporter and one of my brothers and best friends over there, Rich Hollowell. So I've got to go Hudson for the win. All right, we're moving into ladies varsity basketball. These games will be Friday night games, and I have the individual times for these games because some of them are not. Some of them start earlier than other games. So our first game has the the 4 wins and 5 losses. The Addison Panthers. They're on the road this week, traveling to Grass Lake, who has 7 wins and 2 losses. This game doesn't kick off. This game tips off. How's that sound? That's better. Talking basketball here. This game tips off at 7 p.m. in Grass Lake. I've got to give, even though Addison is my home school, I got to give the win to Grass Lake. All right, once again, even in girls basketball, it is a rivalry game. And it is our other 3-point bonus game. Here we go. 3 points. 3 points. It's your 3-point bonus game. Yeah, didn't want to do that with too dark of a voice. Can't do too much headbanging or my head would probably start spinning. Either that or snot would be going all over the place. Either way, that would not look pretty at all. All right. Rivalry game, as I pointed out. We have the 2 wins, 5 losses. Adrian. They are traveling to Tecumseh also to play the 4 wins and 3 losses of the Tecumseh Indians. This game tips off at 5:30. And I think it's because both games are in Tecumseh, so that's probably why. Wow. Guess I'm going to have a split decision on this game this week. I know, but here, bear with me, Adrian. I chose you guys for the boys to win. Girls' record isn't that great. Not dissing on the girls, don't get me wrong. But I'm split decision this week. I'll give the girls victory to Tecumseh. All right, next up. This may sound like a repeat to you guys also, but it is not. We have Blissfield on here again. But that's because it is the ladies playing. So we have the Blissfield Royals. They have 5 wins and 4 losses. They are traveling and are on the road this week. And they are playing Lenawee Christian, who has 7 wins and 1 loss. Wow, really good. Good Lenawee Christian team this year. This game tips off at 7 p.m. So, let me see here. Lenawee Christian appears to be on top of their game right now. I think I'm going to go Lenawee Christian for the win. Some more ladies basketball, varsity basketball action. We have Britton Deerfield. Britton Deerfield, who has 4 wins and 5 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to Morenci, who has 5 wins and 3 losses. This game tips off at 7 p.m. I've got to go with the Morenci Bulldogs for the win. All right, next up, another girls' high school varsity basketball game. Madison Trojans, 3 wins and 6 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to the Clinton Redskins, who have 2 wins and 5 losses. This game tips off at 7 p.m. Wife went to Clinton. I still got tons of family out there. People got a younger grandson who will be playing football. Well, is playing football for the young teams right now, but will be a big star out there someday. I've got to go Clinton for the win. And yes, we have one more girls basketball game for you guys. That's right. A second here. Keep the vocal cords going good here. We've got the Sand Creek Aggies. 2 wins and 7 losses. They're on the road playing Whiteford, who has 6 wins and 2 losses. I haven't had a chance to really talk, but I did hear from Coach Jason Boring that he's worried about this game for his boys. The girls have 6 wins and 2 losses here. Appears Whiteford is actually a pretty good team. But that being said, yes, people are going to think I'm ridiculous probably. But I'm a coach and it's my choice. I'm wearing the shirt, showing some pride for my Sand Creek Aggies. This is going to be Coach Cole's upset special of the week. I've got the Sand Creek Aggies. Sand Creek Aggie ladies for the upset over Whiteford. Go Aggies. I'm sure hearing that, they're going to play that much harder just for me. Just because the coach has got their back. All right, we got more basketball action for you guys. We're moving into college basketball action now. We have, it's going to start off with men's college basketball. And let's see here. Our first game is the 18 wins and 16 losses, the Indiana Hoosiers. They're traveling up to East Lansing to play. Now, that's another thing I got to talk to you guys about right now. As of the sheets going out, these are the old rankings too. So I don't think MSU is ranked number 4 anymore because they got beat by Michigan a couple of nights back. So, I've got a couple of the rankings on here, and these rankings aren't right. We'll maybe try and do a rankings rundown towards the end of the show. But MSU has 15 wins and 4 losses. This game is 7 p.m. And it didn't appear to be on any networks. Might be. I don't think it is. If it is, I didn't find one for it, so I'm sorry about that if there is a network for it. I'm going to go with the Indiana Hoosiers. I just feel like after watching them play against Michigan, they just aren't that impressive, but not many people are when they're playing Michigan. So I've got Indiana for the win. Next game I chose for you guys. I just randomly chose these games. The dorkiness in me, I chose this game, Xavier, just because of the X for the X-Men, Professor X. Professor Xavier, as he is known as. At this time, they were ranked 10th They had 24 wins and 14 losses. And they're on the road playing the 13th ranked Seton Hall, who has 21 wins and 14 losses. I'm sorry, 21 wins and 12 losses. This game is Saturday at 2:30 p.m. and you can watch it on Fox. Because of my love for X-Men, Professor Xavier, and all things X, I'm going Xavier for the win. Excuse me a moment, voice getting a little scratchy here. All right, next up, move into some local college action, although it's away this week. We have the Adrian Boys College. 13 wins and 2 losses. Woohoo, they're pretty good this year. Go Adrian. They are traveling to the 5 wins and 10 losses. Excuse me, Alma. This game is a 7:30 tip-off on Saturday. Going with Adrian. Going with the Adrian Bulldogs. Anybody get out there for the one of the opening hockey games? They actually had the new Brutus Bulldog out there, new mascot out there. Did anybody get out there to enjoy that? I would have liked to have got to meet him, but do an exclusive Sports Frenzy interview with him. No, I didn't. I didn't get out there. Anyway, I've got the Adrian Bulldogs for the win. Go Bulldogs. All right. This next game, continuing on with men's college basketball, I have Siena Heights. Excuse me, struggling Siena Heights. They have 7 wins and 11 losses. They're on the road this week, playing Michigan Dearborn, which is a Michigan school, actually. It's Michigan Go Blue. They have the same colors, same everything. It's just their Dearborn location. They have 12 wins and 7 losses. So for me, it's anything to continue, you know. I got to Go Blue. Michigan Dearborn looking pretty good. Go Blue. And next up, our final men's basketball game of the week. College men's basketball. We have the Hillsdale Chargers. 13 wins and 4 losses. They are traveling to the Cedarville Yellow Jackets, who have 8 wins, 8 losses. This game tips off at 3 p.m. on Saturday. I've got Hillsdale for the win. Oh, and it looks like I forgot to write it down. The Siena Heights game is also being played Saturday. And I believe it's a 7 o'clock tip-off. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said. kind of wasn't, had a pretty cloudy head when I was filling out sheets, so makes a little bit of a difference there. All right, we are moving into women's college basketball. And we have our first game is the 9 wins, 12 losses, Illinois. They're traveling to the world's greatest college. And a pretty darn good team themselves. That's right. Go Blue. Hail to the victors. Go Blue. I'm not going to try and sing it because my voice is starting to get a little scratchy. But, Go Blue. Hail to the victors. Michigan. They, as of this recording, are ranked 23rd in the nation. They have 13 wins and 4 losses. Go Blue. Go Blue. Go Blue. 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 This game is Saturday at 6 p.m. Did I mention Go Blue? I've got the Michigan girls. Go Blue. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. All right, next up, Siena Heights girls in action. Siena Heights girls basketball team is pretty darn good. 11 wins and 9 losses. They're traveling up to another Go Blue school, Michigan Dearborn also. They have 6 wins and 15 losses. This game is Saturday at 1 p.m. I've got to give this game to the Siena Heights girls. They look like they're pretty good. Split decision on that one. All right, and our last girls' college basketball game this week, we have the five wins and 10 losses Adrian College. They are on the road taking on Kalamazoo, who has 6 wins and 9 losses. This game tips off at 1 p.m. on Saturday. I'm going to give it to Adrian. I think Adrian can pull it off. Adrian for the victory. Go Bulldogs. Alright, I only put one NBA action game on here for you this week. Just because I got some other stuff I wanted to cover on here for you guys. So only one NBA game this week. We have the Washington Wizards, 25 wins, 18 losses. They're traveling to and playing against your, let's see if I can do this, Detroit basketball. No. Detroit basketball. 22 wins, 19 losses. This game is on at 8 p.m. Friday night. FSD, Fox Sports Detroit. I'm going with the Pistons. All right, hockey action. Jumping into minor league hockey action. We have the struggling. Don't think they're going to be the defending champs this year. They have 16 wins, 17 losses, 1 overtime loss. Grand Rapids Griffins. They are traveling to and playing against the Milwaukee Admirals, who have 13 wins, 19 losses, 4 overtime losses. This game can be seen Friday night, 8 p.m. Now, the way that works is there is a website you can go to stream minor league games, but it does cost you money to do that. So I think they have yearly subscriptions you can get for minor league games, or you can do I think a game to game situation if you want to. Either way, it's not free if you're going to stream it. Griffins affiliates of the Red Wings. I gotta go Griffins. Our Toledo Walleye looking pretty good this year. Toledo Walleye, they have 23 wins, 10 losses, 2 overtime losses. They're on the road this week playing a team I'd never heard of before. The Kansas City Mavericks. I don't know if these guys are new or what, but I've never heard them before. They have 21 wins and 17 losses. This game is at 8:05 is when the puck drops. And it's a Friday night game. Did I say Griffin's game is a Friday night game as well? I like the Toledo Walleye for this one. I think from what I was reading, this is a they have 2 games against them, so if you do, you can stream these games too. It also costs you money to do that, or you can listen to it somewhere. Or you could actually, well, no, because it's not it. Well, probably if you're down in Toledo somewhere, you could probably, one of the sports places down there or whatever could probably streams the games. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, yes. Train of thought. There is a way to watch these games too, and I think you can buy them online as well, for a price, of course. All right, I only got one pro hockey game on here this week. We have the 20 wins, 16 losses, 4 overtime losses. The Carolina Hurricanes. They're traveling to the struggling 18 wins, 18 losses, 6 overtime losses. Your Detroit Red Wings. Red Wings struggling bad this year. I'm not sure we're going to have a coach at the end of the season here, guys. I'm sad to say that. But this game is Saturday, 7 p.m., and you can watch it on FSD. But I never give up hope. Yes, the other team's record looks better. But I've got your Detroit Red Wings for the win. All right, I've got some college hockey action for you guys this week. We have the 13 wins, 8 losses, and 1 overtime loss, Penn State. They're on the road, traveling to the world's greatest college. Go Blue. Go Blue. Go Blue. Excuse me. Go Blue. The 10 wins, 10 losses, 2 overtime losses. That's right. The greatest college of them all. The Go Blue boys. Hail to the victors. Go Blue. This is a Friday night game, 8 p.m. I've got the Go Blue boys. Next up, we have the 13 wins, 12 losses, 3 overtime losses. Minnesota, they're on the road this week, playing against the 8 wins, 13 losses, 1 overtime loss, MSU. This game is at Saturday at 8 p.m. It's not on TV, but if you choose to be up in Lansing and you want to go to the game, I don't think the hockey games are real expensive to go see, so 8 p.m. is when that game starts. Even though MSU has the home ice advantage, I got to go with Minnesota for the win. Your last hockey game of the week, guys. We have the 9 wins, 10 losses, 3 overtime losses. Colorado College. They are traveling to and playing against the Western Michigan Broncos. 12 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime loss. This game is Friday night, 6:30 p.m. is when the puck drops on the ice. I've got to go Western Michigan for the win. So guys, you may have noticed, and you've heard me say it, well, those of you who follow me on Sports Frenzy page, on our Facebook page, which is on. You can find us on Facebook, and feel free to join any given time you'd like. Also, you can find us at Sports Frenzy 1. That's our Twitter feed. The official YouTube page is Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1. So you can check out the videos there if you want to see them again on YouTube. But you've heard me talk this year about and you wondered why. Well, you didn't wonder why because I flat out told you guys. I didn't cover any NFL action this year because of all the shenanigans and nonsense going on with the NFL players, and they're disrespecting our flag and anthem and our veterans, basically. Being that I come from a family of veterans myself, with my dad serving, my grandfather serving, and various other people in my family giving service, I chose to join the NFL band because I just did. It was one of those things I have a right to do. But anyway, I'm still not really watching, but I decided to keep track of some of the finals for you guys. So we're on the conference finals. Final games leading up to the Super Bowl this year. And I decided to be nice and include those for you guys this week. So this is strictly for the nation, not for myself. But one of the teams I do like is in here. So a couple of teams I like are actually in it right now. We'll jump right into that for you guys. And I decided, guys, to add a bonus 3-point bonus game this week. This first game is your bonus 3-point bonus game. Let's get some extra points this week. First game we have you'll see why I made this a bonus game. bonus game. Minnesota Vikings, 13 wins and 3 losses. They're on the road playing. This is a Sunday game, 6:40 p.m. Guys, this is also going to probably affect when I get the sheets done. This will probably really affect you guys at Haviland. As late of a game as this is, I don't know if I'll have all the sheets graded by the time for Monday morning, so you might not get your sheets back till Tuesday. I'll try real hard to get that game in there. Or what I could do is if I don't get that game in there for you guys, you guys could add or subtract add that point to your sheets when you have the result, which would be fine too. Maybe we'll do it that way. Maybe I'll try and still get your guys' sheets back to you, but I might not necessarily have that score. So you might have to add one more point if you chose the winning team. Anyway, they're playing the 13 wins and 3 losses Philadelphia Eagles. Now you see why this is going to be, why I made this the bonus 3-point bonus game. Sunday night, 6:40 p.m. I believe this one, I'm sorry I didn't put it on there, but I believe this one is being played on Fox. I'm going Philadelphia Eagles only because, well, not only because, but I'm an Eagles fan from way back. My grandma and my aunt lived down in Philadelphia, and when I was younger as a kid, used to go down there and visit them down there. So yeah, that kind of made me an Eagles fan. So I've got the Eagles for the win, which will irritate my sister Kate because she's a Minnesota fan. Can't win them all. So yes, that's why that's your bonus game because they both have the same record. But I'm hoping for an Eagles win here, guys. And your last conference playoff game has the 11 wins and 6 losses. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They're on the road playing against the Patriots, who have 14 wins and 3 losses. This is a Sunday game as well, 3:05 p.m. for kickoff. You can watch this game on CBS. Obviously, for me, I'm going with the Patriots because they have one of the world's greatest quarterbacks ever, and one day our future coach at Michigan, Tom Brady. So that's what I'm going with. My Super Bowl this year is the Eagles and the Patriots. What's your guys' thoughts on that? All right, guys. That gets us through the picks portion of the show. I'm going to go to give you some news and updates from the Facebook page. This is all stuff you can read more detail on our Facebook page when and if you want to and if you get the time. So I'll give you the general what I have right now. For those wrestling fans out there, preferably WWE wrestling fans, we have the 25th anniversary of Raw coming up this week. And there's a list of people who are going to be there so far. We have Steve Austin, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Scott Hall, APA, which is JBL and Ron Simmons, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley, Nikki and Brie Bella, the New Age Outlaws, DX, Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler, Eric Bischoff, Chris Jericho, Sergeant Slaughter, Ted DiBiase, the Boogeyman, Bruce Brother Love Pritchard, Teddy Long, John Laurinaitis, The Godfather, X-Pac, Mean Gene Okerlund, Kelly, Jacqueline, Terry Runnels, Michelle McCool, Maria Kanellis, Tori Wilson, and Christian are names that have been said so far. I'm hopeful they'll have things worked out and we're going to secretly see Hulk Hogan show up. The Flyers have decided to honor Lintros and retire his number 88 jersey. You can read more about that story on our Facebook page. Big, giant rumor going around right now that Detroit Red Wings general manager Ken Hollins could find himself moving to Vancouver. Can read more about that. But to me, that wouldn't necessarily be too far-fetched. I think we need to get some new people in here anyway, so... So basically, it's just a story being reported by a newspaper right now. We shall see. A newspaper in Vancouver. Our very own Hillsdale, the Hillsdale Chargers baseball team, will be hosting their annual baseball first pitch dinner. For those of you who have not known that by now, but they are coached by Coach Gordy and his son. Anyways, this is their meal. Silent auction and more. And you can go to their page and register for it. I think it costs like $50 or something like that. Oh, $50, not including the silent auction and etc. So, there you go. NBA Hall of Famer for the Boston Celtics, legend JoJo White passes away at the age of 71. Michigan will be opening up their first game of football next year, September 1st, at Notre Dame. And speaking of Notre Dame has dismissed 4 of their players, including one of their top wide receivers. For undisclosed reasons at this time. On Friday, the 23rd, the Toledo Walleye will be wearing special jerseys, throwback jerseys. Recently, WWE superstar Jey Uso was arrested. So we don't know if we'll be seeing the suspension of the Uso brothers, or at least the Uso tag team. Lots of wrestlers leaving the Impact Zone. Some are showing up on NXT, and others are just out there right now. Appears the former TNA wrestling company is making big changes with wrestlers. It appears that a lot of people have been sharing my boycott with the NFL as the divisional playoff round ratings plummeted through the floor, apparently. It appears there's some heat between the Rockets and the Clippers as players were hunting each other down after the game. Michigan football's coaching staff is going through some major changes. We've hired a new tight ends coach in welcoming Sharon Moore to the Michigan camp. Go Blue. Congratulations goes out to Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick. Apparently they are announcing that they are an official couple now, so... Nothing made official yet, but it appears Detroit is still looking at Matt Patricia as their new head coach. Stay tuned. We'll try to break that for you guys as soon as it becomes official. Goldberg fans, the Goldberg is going to be going into the WWE Hall of Fame, so congratulations to Goldberg. Appears there are certainly some coaching positionings opening up in the NFL for teams that didn't make it. Stay tuned to that. We'll try and keep you up to date on where the coaching changes are coming from and who's doing what. Looks like that gets you pretty much up to date on everything we have right now. Oh, congratulations to Shaun White, who qualified for the Winter Olympics. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know it. Shaun White is actually getting up there in the years. Not as young as he once was, but he's still qualified for the Olympics, so good job for him. I think that's good enough. That's about all I have for you guys this week. So just want to say welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in for another exciting episode of Sports Frenzy. Get out there. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. So get out there and enjoy some sports or enjoy some time with your family or whatever else you like to do. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. We'll see everybody back here again next week for another edition of Sports Frenzy. Be blessed, everyone. I'm the coach, and we'll see you again real soon.